And we are live. I am live. Well, Larry heard witness cross-examination. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to the real booming loud like... But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You will listen to the radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Well, Your Honor, the witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well. I can't believe I'm continuing the charade. On his fifth statement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did he say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could come knowing what a radio DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him? Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? It's when she said, present either lake photo or... Present. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you are saying is correct? Huh? What's the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas. When he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, oh my god, the fucking flashing, man. When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. The photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Mrs. Hart camera. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. George, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. WH what? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Budd's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry is right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence of this for this wild claim. Show me the evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Second lake photo. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Loda Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:10 p.m. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph, it is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean, Your Honor? This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that that's the case. Then where does this leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered 50 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, the night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause in between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? Cringe. There is no proof that a loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed triggered the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 50 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Oh my god, what's with the fucking... It's so cringe! The flashing, the shaking, the stabbing noises. Why do you exist? It's stupid! It's fucking retarded! Cringe! And I'm back. It's so fucking stupid. I have it. Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course, I remember. The murder in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case. What do you mean, Maya? Yes. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilt. Whatever. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is it safe? Safe? We've already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me... Why are you even saying this to her? That was so stupid! Yes, Mr. Wright, the testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean? So you finally realized the truth. There can no other murder here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Cringe! I don't like this game. Listen, rookie, take a deep breath. It's not even a game. It's just a fucking book in a video game format. The fuck? Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hyman were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility, yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot 50 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have a photograph evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15, whatever. But Larry heard the gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot at the lake. That's the only way that Ashford could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who this on the boat is. It's Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond had met Ashford. WH, what, are you serious? Yes, Ashford won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night Robert Hammond called Ashford to the lake. Now Ashford didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all of this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Again, you waste my time. I don't know because you never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50 he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? WH, where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not in a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? When you examine the map of the area, point to the boat shop represented. Take that! Take that! Of course, the boat shop where he lives. The victim he could meet with the way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you prove the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony if you will. That night he was out on the lake in the boat searching for something. He finds it, then returns the boat. Then, just as he starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would the boat shop? Yay! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yeah, why yes, Your Honor. Don't give a shit about you. Shut the fuck up, you bitch. Why is a child even doing there? That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. It was around 11:50. That was when he heard that gunshot. Larry, blah 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 blah. After that, the caretaker put Hammond on the coat, and he became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then he fired the pistol on the boat. Let's just ask for an identity. Boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot it twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute, why yes? Why would he shoot twice? Blah 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 blah. Details. You know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, in this moment you lose. Tell us to create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. To create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot that ensures that anyone who would hear the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind. I see. To someone looking for the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had to shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that everything else falls into place, the boat shop caretaker swam back to his whatever. Then Mr. Hammond, okay, threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on the Gourd Lake. Whatever. Bring out the witness from before, the boat shop caretaker, quickly. While waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Ashford a few questions. Miss Ashford, please take the stand. Miss Ashford, you heard what the defense said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishing, so actually, yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. By live. We are conducting a trial here. Can I ask you to remain quiet? The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying what I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find the witness. Am I understood? One more thing, just who is the boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to do this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. And time for skipping. I'm gonna be skipping. So, while I'm doing this, I'm also reading the walkthrough here and there. And I'm also just talking because I need to fill in the slots anyways. Right now it is almost 30 degrees in my apartment. That's only in my apartment though. Because over outside it is supposed to be... Yes, I will save. Let's see what this is outside right now. It's 19 degrees outside. So, I hear you think, why is it 28 inside and 19 degrees outside? Well, I don't fucking know. Do I open the window? Maybe. But I'm clicking. I'm clicking away. I'm clicking away. Alright, you'll kick off your office, and if you've got a lot to think or Larry Rice, talk to him first and exhaust all options. Okay? Skip. This seems faster. Dope. Alright, so let's talk about the topic, shall we? topic is going to be me being a zombie, I guess. Because, damn, I can't think. I opened the window for some air to come inside because I think my apartment was just cooking from the inside. Alright, no, I have a topic to talk about. What are these fucking losers doing with slang? It's now all team-based, as in T-H-E-M-E, like with cooking, glazing, eating, ate. Like, how retarded do you have to be to take an existing word and think you are so important to give it its own definition? That's not how words work. But then, if you look at the last couple of years that has been happening, all you retards have been fucking day-damning all over the place when it's also insanely, disgustingly retarded. And what does it matter to you? Pretty sure you're taught in school that grammar matters. Pretty sure grammar matters. But hey, that's just me, right? Common sense doesn't fucking exist with you. Speaking of common sense, when you go to a Discord server or any place whatsoever, right? Everybody has their rules saying have common sense. Okay, sure, but it only applies to their own delusions. If you have common sense that is against them and they don't view it as common sense, even though it is, you're in the wrong. Even though what the rule says, have common sense, they all should imply, or they all should write down, you have common sense that is in our favor, because we are delusionals. Alright, thanks. Okay, once you spoke to Ashford, head to Court Lake entrance. Like, I don't understand it. I really don't. How people can be so fucking stupid and then use the argument, yeah, what's it to you? It's not like it's hurting you. Okay, just because it's not hurting someone. You serious? Okay. I don't agree with trans people. How can you say that? What, is it hurting you? And then suddenly, it is different. It's not the same. I mean, sit the fuck down now. You're all a bunch of hypocritical delusionals though. It's crazy to me, man. It's so crazy. And that's the next topic I'm gonna be talking about soon. Head to the boat round to shop. Next, go to caretaker shack. There's a green safe above the TV. Examine it. Alright, so all you fucking retards saying it's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy, it's so crazy. No, it's not crazy. Yo, that's crazy. How are you? Oh, that's crazy. How's your day been? That's crazy. No, it's not crazy. Nothing is crazy. Why do you faggots say it's crazy, that's crazy, on literally everything? It's so stupid. Examine it, you'll get a letter. With the letter in hand, go back to the detention center, okay? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Oh shit, wrong one. Go to the attention and chat with present. But it's just dumb. I get it. Everybody wants to create slang and everybody wants to be with the times and blah 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 blah. But it's just stupid. That's just what it is, man. Slang is not changing a definition of a word. It is taking a word and altering it, making it a different word. Let's say a door, right? D-O-O-R, yeah? Instead, you can make it D-O-R-E, door, right? And then just be like, yeah, he was such a dork, bro. What do you mean, man? He was just standing there. He wasn't even letting anybody through. Like, this guard, this security was such a dork, bro. That's slang! You don't take a fucking existing word like cooking or cooked and make it your own fucking definition, you dumb fucks! God damn! It is getting colder though in my apartment, so it's not really an apartment, because I have a living room, kitchen, toilet, 2 bedrooms, extra room, storage room, shed. So what is this? Is this a condo? It's livable if it wasn't like this shit. It would have been amazing. This place would have been amazing if I didn't smell all the fucking weird smells from the neighbors and from outside. It was amazing if this house wasn't falling apart. It would have been good. It would have been so good. But I'm not staying here. I'm not having children here. I'm not gonna walk when I am like in my 50s. Walk up the staircases constantly for 4 staircases, man. Up and down. Fuck off. With the letter in hand, go back to detention center and chat to Edgeworth. Save, you can now speak to more topics. Head to Groesberg law offices. Okay. Move. But yeah, it's dumb. It's so dumb. I started to lose all my respect for you losers when skibbity nonsense became a thing. It was so stupid. It's so cringe. And then I saw this one video, it's like last year, I guess, where teachers had to write words down on a board where they teach on, and it read banned words because you fucking retarded, cringed, brain rotted, thinking you're so funny pieces of shit brats constantly saying those retarded, cringy words during class. You need to shut the fuck up during class. Have some respect. But nah, the only thing you wanna do is go into a fucking Discord server, talk to your friend that pretends to be a girl, ask that dude to be your girlfriend, even though it's a dude, and then you're like, yeah, oh my god, hi, oh my god, you're all fucking pathetic, man, fucking beating each other off over the fucking video camera with 2 dicks in front of the fucking cameraman. It's fucking disgusting. You're pathetic. Stop beating your meat to girls that don't even know that you exist. Stop beating your meat to your friend that pretends to be a girl. Femboys are still dudes. You're gay. Traps are still dudes. You're gay. Deal with it, man. Moving on. I'm not skipping anything, but I need to do this while I am skipping through shit. But anyway, speak to Groesberg about everything again, then present him with the letter from the safe. Present. Like no, and then. But yeah, it's just fucking dumb. It's just dumb. Don't know. I randomly clicked something. Okay, sure, bud. Talk. But yeah, it's so weird to me, man. And it's always the same. Like the people who, if I say these things to people, right? No, they're not people, they're delusionals. If I say these things to delusionals, right, they reply always the same. You can categorize this in 4 different main things. Being extremely fucking delusional, but I mean extremely fucking delusional. Trying to back it up with their so-called scientific claims when it's just a bunch of nonsense. Then you have the defenders. Like, keep in mind, all 4 main groups have a lot of connections to each other, but they're extreme in the things, right? So you have the delusionals, who are extremely fucking delusional, defenders, who are constantly defending no matter what, even if they're wrong, they're still defending. Then you have the I am on this side of the team because I want to be special and I want to have a lot of friends even though they don't think I exist. And then you have the I think I am better than you, so you are wrong. And they all reply the same way. All of them. Now go to the records room. Okay. It's like so dumb. It's so dumb. And they all think they are saying clever things in order to win something. But how can you win typed letters on the screen? How can you have an argument with typed letters on the screen? I don't understand that. Now go to the records room in the affairs department. Von Karma is here. No, he's not. Oh, there he is. But yeah, it's percent. Take that! It's the same thing as these fucking dick riders of this game, right? There are so many people who like this game. Granted, but I don't like it. Right? What's the difference between a person commenting on a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney YouTube video, I like this game, and I don't like this game? There's no difference. They're both opinions. But I'm pretty sure, even though you're retarded peanut brain, that you can figure out how that goes, right? But till my dying breath, I will say that One Piece is the worst anime ever created. Until I die, I'll keep saying it. Which is also another thing. These people are also so predictable. All of them. The entirety of the One Piece hive-minded, retarded, cancer brain-rotting cultists. Oh, here we go, another trial. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of the proceedings of the trial. I asked the prosecution to submit understood. Okay. Come on, don't be awed into silence every little thing he says. Very well, Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's effort, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. MMPH. Why I left court. Almost done with this shit. Then after this one more trial, and then I can finally close this game out. And I still have 2 more. ER Simulator strikes again. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. See, I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. ER Simulator strikes again. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday still stands as it is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Okay. Yes, Yani Yogi. You're Yani Yogi, and I'm here to prove it. Okay, good for you. On this fort and this final statement. Okay. So 1 ER simulator strikes again. 2, 3, 4. Press. Hold it! You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? ER simulator strikes again. It seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you are lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clear that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. GRR. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old Ger's head? That's impossible. HMPH, I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witnesses, please continue. Okay. Okay, so 1 is the 5th one. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess this one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them. Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna make you repeat yourself. Karma. Who names their child Von Karma? Like, what the fuck, man? Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Sure. Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness' memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have to do anything with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness said he has nothing to do with the case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, order. Mr. Wright, this is a serious problem with your claim, or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Now, this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Karma. Oh no, air leaving my body. Wee. His name is Yani Yogi. More coming? Oh no. Wee. Yay. And every single person is like, oh my god, ew. Oh my god, ew. I'm in my own fucking house. And it's air that is leaving my body. I am not keeping air in my body for you. Are you retarded? Are you really that retarded and narcissistic? Seek help. The only one I wouldn't do that to is my lover. The one that I'm recording this for. Just shut up. Alright, I'm gonna tone down my internet character a bit, because I'm just sounding like I'm talking to myself a lot, which is what every YouTuber is doing. Not that I am a YouTuber though. Yogi, that name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I thought the judge would have heard of it, it was such a famous case. But what does it mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright, which is what you delusionals love to do as well. This witness is Yanni Yogi, fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I got nowhere else to go. Shut up! I don't care! I don't care about you! I don't care! I don't care! I don't care! Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. WHY. The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? ER simulator strikes again. You see, before I worked as caretaker, I worked as a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. No, you didn't. You burned it off yourself. WH what? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Yup. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to identify or whatever the fuck. Stop that! Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems the case has been decided, no? I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can lose. There has to be another way. There's no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Shut the fuck up. No, Mr. Wright. Blah, 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 blah. Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah. Very funny. You're a sore winner, Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot? WH, what is it, Nick? Your Honor, the defense would like to take Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Von Karma up on his proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness, Pat Parrot. Wow. What the fuck? Order. What do you think? Do you need to even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second, you were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have the right to do as you suggested. MMPH. Well, if you are so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes out of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. I don't care about you. Well, yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma has rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She is my last chance. At least, I think so. Bring the pirate. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well, witness. Who's your owner? Please ear simulator strikes again. Testify for us. Who's your owner? Hello, squawk. Press poly on the first statement. Certainly the most... Very well. I don't care about you. Press. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Alright. Have we forgotten something? 2 days ago. If I can get Polly to say... Polly, have you forgotten something? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. It's not working. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Nope. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Volcomber expected this. He could have retrained the parrot, could he? That's not possible. Did he train her not to respond when asked we've forgotten anything? Witness, here to speak. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to a parrot. Witness, you can't just say. What's your name? Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show it us to prove. Listen, we are not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker identity. DL6 case file. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on then? Show us to stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that's possible. A mere coincidence, that is all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, I don't care. I don't matter. I don't matter at all.
You're back to the testimony. This time press Polly on the first statement and ask, what's the safe number? Maybe I can get this at the safe number. Huh? The safe? What's the safe number on the safe check? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I heard say it. Ridiculous. More air coming. Yay. How can a number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us the proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Prompt 4% once again. This 1%. Think not. The LK's fault. What is the obsession? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the safe number? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary, specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28. And that's today's date, 50 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident, objection, as a number, Your Honor. That's how important the day was to him. I see. It certainly is interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. And there it is. This is a not tangible proof. I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number 1. It has nothing to do with date. Nothing. Well, thank you for that. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence. That's all true. That is possible. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like apparent to me. WH, what are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this is witness. He doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. He has been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. W. Well. Let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Jani Yogi. 50 years ago I served as a whatever in this very court. Okay, order, Jani Yogi. So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond and you tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me, I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to get my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. W, wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth. What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admitted I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Wow, okay. Well, Karma, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in this confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Alright, well, will the defendant please then take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion of this particular case. So I would like to pass a judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Blah blah blah. Very well. Not guilty. Good for you. Yay. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wow. Objection. Did someone say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth, Your Honor, I object to your judgment. WH, what do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Jani Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Edward is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? I'm gonna leave it to him. No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere. Shut the fuck up, you useless child! There's nothing we can do about it. Fucking annoying child, man. Fuck off. For 15 years, I have a recurring dream, a nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yogi wasn't a killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for the DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order. Certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. The court is adjourned. December 28th. This is unnecessary gibberish. Not in the courtroom, so I'm just gonna skip it. I think I'm also just going to relax with working out and just do it tomorrow. Have like proper rest in between. I think that's a good idea. Then I would like to resume our trial. Judge Miles Edwards has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, through pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitation on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Miles Edgeworth will take the stand. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecution attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me when was that? Yes, I knew something. One detail didn't quite fit. That would be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Unnecessary. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in an elevator. My father, Mr. Yogi, and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a bad dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I've lost my memory of the events. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination please. Yes, Your Honor. Here we go. This is it. Present on the 6th statement. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Present. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the gunshot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious as all the rescuers came. I see. But that doesn't make sense. Look at the file one more time. It plainly contradicts the witness' testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it is on. Well, which page contradicts victim data? Look at the victim data on this file. It says it quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Als Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, I'm sure you're aware this incident occurred 50 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice, however we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we've heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof? Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll have proof. WH what? Impossible. Now, nah. Mr. Wright, show us the proof. Do you have evidence? Take that. Look at the photograph. This is the photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves two shots were fired where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice, thus someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot. Order, Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory's Edgeworth heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was probably the one that killed him. Mr. Wright, but who could be someone else be? The murderer, of course. Objection. I know it's subject before you evolve fantasies came to have. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. The case summary is on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene crime. He has a point. The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one who fired with his own son. That was the truth of the matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Delusional. Order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Not reading that. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? Unnecessary child! Filling in unnecessarily again. Can you shut the fuck up? So much yapping coming out of you. You take so much unnecessary screen time. You're like a fucking One Piece episode, man. It's unnecessary and you're just recapping the recap of a recap in a flashback that's about a flashback that's about a recap. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Edgeworth, precisely. I would like to ask one more thing, Miles Edgeworth, before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Okay, shut the fuck up. Very well, the statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now, indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's going blank and I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have an objection, fuck it. Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? I don't know, his case is perfect. It must exist. The second bullet. What did you just say? The second bullet must exist. But where? It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers, Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists. What? We've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what's happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us who is this murderer. I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Why would he? Yeah, why would he? Do we know? Will we find out? Stay tuned, because I'm stopping recording because it's been an hour.